Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth. Now, before we get started, there were a couple of things that I left out of my last video. I'll put the link to the video in the description box because I'm not going to repeat everything that I talked about. But basically, just a quick, we were talking about a couple from Love and Marriage DC, Quick and Ashley. And the discussion was basically revolving around Quick referring to his son as a young man. I also believe that when his daughter turns 15, he's not going to refer to his daughter as a young woman. I think that when we refer to young black boys as young men at 15 years old, y'all start to be surprised and clutch your pearls when society and these cops treat them as such. Then we start hollering, that's just a child, that's just a child. We know that's a child. I know that's a child, and you know that's a child too. But when these cops get a hold to them, they treat them like the big black man. Then y'all want to clutch and, but you've been calling him a young man since 14, 15, 16. Okay, instead of just referring to him as a teenager, a teenage boy, a young child, right? Quick refers to his son as a young man, in my opinion, because Quick was also basically a man at 9 years old. I don't know if some of you watched this show or not, but season 1, he let us know that his mother passed away when he was 9 years old. And his father wouldn't even allow him to cry at his mother's funeral at 9 years old. His father, from what I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, told him to man up. At 9 years old, you're looking at your mother in a casket and you can't even cry because your father is telling you to man up at 9 years old and be a man. So now here we are with his son, who's not 9, he's 15, and he's a young man. He's not a child. He is a child. He is. Just like your daughter, Ashton, when she turns 15, she's going to be a child. She's going to be a teenage girl. It's hard for me to believe that Quick is going to refer to his daughter at 15 as a young woman. Now, we can go back and forth about the whole debate about whether or not, Antonio should be able to wake himself up for school, blah, 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 blah. Ashley comes from a place also where her mother pretty much left her at the age of 16. So I also understand that with Ashley, there comes some childhood, I guess trauma in a way. And she doesn't want her children to feel the way that she felt, right? Abandoned, so I'm going to make sure that my kids know that, even with me being in the home, that I'm still present. Because sometimes you grow up with parents who are in the home and they're not present. So I understand that Quick, just because 15 is not 8, 15 is not 9, 15 is, if we're going to just be honest, 3 years away from 18, which makes you a legal adult. To me, 18 is still a child. I mean, you're a teenager. So I'm not saying that Antonio shouldn't be doing things for himself, because at the end of the day, he is 15 years old. But girl, all I'm saying is some of y'all, no tea, no shade, y'all wake y'all men up every day. Are we just gonna be honest about it? Y'all wake y'all men up every day. Iron their clothes, lay out their uniforms, cook his breakfast. Girl, there are people out there right now, like I said online, honey, y'all have to set 7 alarms and a rooster. You ain't gotta be to work until 9 o'clock, and your alarm start going off at 5:30. And you got about 9 alarms set, girl. You got a rooster outside your window. You got to make sure your blinds are open. So all I'm saying is why, yes, you have to start, because I was a child once. Believe it or not, before I got to my age, I was 15 too. Girl, I was 15 too. I think most people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, they all were 15 years old at one point. So we all have experienced how it is to be a child at 15. So you can't tell me nothing because I've experienced being a child, okay? Um, I'm just saying, like, girl, y'all wake y'all big grown men up every day. Hey, baby, get up. It's time to wake up, baby. Yes, you want to teach your child some responsibility. Yes, you want to teach your child some independence. But I also understand that at 15 years old, girl, you might have to come in there and yank the covers off of your child. You might have to come in and flash the lights a couple of times. You might have to come in and open up the blinds, right? I'm not saying, girl, you got to wash, get him up, iron his clothes, brush his hair, fix him a bowl of cereal. But girl, at 15, you still may need some assistance. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And stop referring to these little black boys as young men, especially because y'all not referring to these little black girls as young women. And if you are, that's still wrong too. And then y'all wonder why, especially with the little black girls, y'all that's part of the reason why they be calling y'all fast. Right? I'm just saying, y'all, we gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Listen, I like Ashley Silver. She feeling herself this season. But I go up for Ashley a little bit. Quick, he seemed like he cool. He cocky. But he don't come across as no bad guy. But I also understand why he, refers to his son as a young man because his father did the same thing to him. Like I said, girl, from what I understand, that man at the time was a boy who was 9 years old watching his mother lay in a casket and couldn't even shed a tear because his father told him to man up. And then you turn around and then say in the confessional this season that your teenage boy who's 15 is not a child. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. If the cops pulled him over, I'm sure that you would not want your 15-year-old son to be treated as nothing outside of a 15-year-old child. He's a child. A child who needs to learn some responsibility and independence, but nonetheless still a child. Baby, can I be? Baby, can I be? All right, so listen, Chris. This is what Chris had to say about Robyn, y'all. Y'all listening?
Are you guys both saying they should demote Robyn to a friend of?
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what I'm saying. I think that would probably be the best case scenario. That way she's still there on the show because she has a story that now needs to be told and people want answers for. But do you reward her for that? I don't know.
So this is a clip from, I got this from All True Tea. But Teddy from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her and Tamara, what's her name, Tamara, they have a podcast together. I think it's called Two Teas in a Pod. Anyways, Chris was on their podcast, and that's a clip of what he had to say. Some people don't like the fact that Chris is still talking about, I guess, this mess. A part of me does feel like, okay, girl, the season is over. Girl, just let it go. Because it's kind of like, girl, like, in a way, it's kind of like, Chris, you set your tail up there and basically forgave Giselle for doing what she did and lying on your name, but girl, you still mad at Robyn and talking about she should be demoted. This is the thing, right? It's not the fact that Robyn lied, because I've seen some people say this too, like, no housewives tell their full truth. That is the truth. Oh, it scared me. That is the truth. No housewife tells their full story, and some of them try to keep as much to their bosom as possible. The problem is that in you not telling your story, your BFF and your other homegirl, y'all all got together, because as far as I'm concerned, Robyn knew too, to tell a lie to keep your mess from coming out. That's why it's bad. It's not really because Robyn told a lie for me. It's because Robyn told a lie, and girl, y'all also covered. It's that you didn't tell your business, but you also didn't tell your business by making up a lie about something and somebody that just did not happen. That's when it becomes like, oh my God, girl, y'all a mess. It would be different, in my honest opinion, if we had just found out that Robyn had never told us that Juan was at the hotel. I don't think it would be that much of an outrage. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't think it would have been that much of an outrage. I think that just would have made Robyn talk about it the next season. But the outrage comes in because you didn't tell your business. It looks like you didn't tell your business and you covered up not telling your business by coming up with a lie with your other castmates and accusing this man of SA and all this other stuff. Not necessarily Robyn saying that, but it's like, girl, you were in on the scheme too. It's like Robyn was a getaway driver and they were the ones who robbed the bank. As far as I'm concerned, I still feel like Robyn knew exactly what was about to go down. Anyways. Baby, can I be? Baby, can I be? Oh, girl, we can't play no music, child. What's her name? Denia Jackson seemingly addresses divorce from Derek Jackson in latest IG post. So this is what she had to say. Girl, this is a lot. Oh, this is a lot, girl. I'm not gonna read all this, girl. Girl, bye. When the man you love and have kids with destroys your soul with reckless decision making, you must choose be alone with God. When your heart has been shattered and reshaped into something that doesn't quite feel normal inside your chest, with mental, emotional, and soul pain that is unbearable, there is only one man who can fix it, and that is the Holy Spirit. When you are suffering so much that each next breath seems excruciating and you don't know how you can live without that man, while at the same time being angry with that man because he has crushed your spirit due to his unconscious, and then she put the eggplant emoji. You have made an idol of that man, husband or not. Girl, this is sad. If you have heard God hates divorce and using that for strength to work it out with a man who continuously chooses, you have made an idol of that man. You are people pleasing. You are out of order inside of God, married or not. Oof, girl. Girl, this is what I got to say. You know what's sad? Is that I don't want to offend anybody out there. I really, really don't. I don't. But y'all do know that everybody who believes in the Bible or believes in the word, they don't use it necessarily for good. And some people out there use it to their advantage. And I've seen a common thread with a lot of these men and women where these God-fearing men get with these women and these women become these submissive women who can't live without their husbands. And then all of a sudden the relationship comes to an end and the husbands move on. Look at Wendy and Kelvin. Now, we're not going to say Kelvin was some God-fearing man. I don't know. But girl, look at Wendy and Kelvin. This woman gave her all to Kevin. Just for her to just lose her mind, lose her show, be in and out of rehab. I'm talking about Wendy. Lose her mind, lose her show, be in and out of rehab, health declining. And where is Kelvin at? Over there with a whole nother woman, with a whole nother baby, with a whole nother family. Living his best life. Look at this lady online. One step away from being in the mental institution, no tea, no shade. And where's her ex-husband, soon to be ex-husband Derek, out there partying, living his best life? And she online crying about girl idolizing this man and girl praying to God, praying to another man over another man. Girl, I can't make this shit up. Baby, love your husband. But to idolize your husband, to put him on a pedestal, And then your husband up and leave you. Now you over there with these kids by yourself. I think this is what I think, and this is not to sound hateful or mean. I think that somebody should check on this young woman, because she doesn't give me. She's at the best mentally, the healthiest mentally, and it gives me very much, girl. We can log onto the shade room tomorrow, and it'd be something that, girl, we just don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? But I hope she's okay. My stomach growling. I hope she's okay. I hope she's okay. I hope she's doing the best that she can, what she can. I hope that, everything works out for her, and I hope that she realizes that, girl, if she decides to get into another relationship, girl, don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself over nobody, not no man or no woman. I don't give a damn who it is. And make sure that you're okay. And now you have these 3 kids that you have to be there for, right? But she needs to make sure that she's okay first. She needs to make sure that she's okay first so that she can be there for her kids. Oh, God. All right, y'all. Oh, girl, I never talked about this. Oh, y'all see the vision. Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion reportedly want to star in potential BAPS remake. For those who don't know, girl, BAPS is one of my favorite movies of all time, okay? Neighbors, get into this. Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion are reportedly vying to become the new BAPS if its director Robert Townsend confirms a sequel, according to All Hip Hop. The 66-year-old film legend discussed with Slash Films the possibility of a remake, and who've all inquired about a role. I've had people go, hey, we want to do a remake. Everybody from Meg Thee Stallion to Cardi B is like, could we do? I mean, it's like, I don't know. So thank you for asking. The 1997 original movie starring Natalie and Halle Berry, Natalie Desselle, and she passed away. I think like last year. And Halle Berry tells the story of 2 Black American princesses' adventures from Georgia to California, attempting to win a video girl dance contest. Girl, I don't want y'all to remake this movie. Girl, they did fine the first time. Yeah, that's how you know. Quality just kept. I hate to sound like a hater, but that's how you know, girl, the girls ain't as creative. I'm not talking about Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. This is how you know the girls and boys in Hollywood are not as creative as they act like they are, because it's like everything is always a remake. Girl. Only thing I can understand is like them doing like these live action movies like The Little Mermaid, from a cartoon to like this live action type of situation. Okay, I can see that. But girl, just to like remake BAPS, why? Girl, y'all ain't got y'all ain't got nothing else to do with that money but to just remake the movie that we already got. Girl, like, and then can I say something? I'm not trying to keep up. I'm not the black policeman. I'm not the black policeman. I'm not the black policeman. I'm not the one to sit here and police anyone's blackness, girl. At this point, girl, if you say you black, you black. Girl. Now, girl, that don't mean I'm going to think that you black. But if you say you black, then okay, girl, she says she black. If the movie is called Black American Princesses, and I'm not saying that Cardi B not black, but if the movie is called Black American Princesses, then why is Cardi B even being discussed? I guess I am saying that Cardi B not black. I don't know what is Cardi B black, y'all? Y'all tell me. Is Cardi B black? Is Cardi B black? Is Cardi B black, y'all? If y'all tell me Cardi B is black, then okay, girl. I know somebody gonna say Halle Berry is biracial, but the truth of the matter is, girl, when we look at Halle Berry, we see a nigga. Girl, I don't care how you slice it out, girl. Like, I know Halle Berry got a white mama, but when we look at Halle Berry, we see a black woman. At least I do. Now, you tell me Halle Berry got a white mama, I'm like, okay, girl. But girl, Halle Berry still look like a black woman to me. So, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if Cardi B is black. But I'm just saying, girl. When I first said it, I said, well, girl, why is we talking about Cardi B? And girl, if we gonna make a movie called Black American Princesses, then girl, we need some Black American princesses, girl. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.